Okay, YouTube video. I don't know what the date is, but it's Father's Day. I'm down here at Avalon, where my Papa Bear is. It's up where I'm out of the room because they're in with him right now. Anyway, happy Father's Day to all you people out there, even you single women that raise children by yourself. You know, I consider us father and mother. I was in that position. And I know there's a lot of us that are. So I will take credit on both those days, father and mother. Even if there is a father around, but not. And that was many, many years ago, wasn't it? But he's still around. It's just he's in Utah. Jessica's in Pennsylvania, and I'm in Washington State. So we's far apart. Pretty far. But anyway, came to see my Papa Bear. And I can't say really if he's doing good or not, but he's doing a lot better than he could be doing. So he's sleeping a lot, which is a good thing. That's good for healing. And I'm trying to sleep a lot while I'm at home. I've got to change my whole everything. Just meaning my whole adult life. I never went to bed until 1 or 2 or 3 sometimes even. We'll say 2. It's so, you know, I was going out dancing. And, you know, so they close at 2. So you can kind of figure around 3. And then you get up and be to work by 8, sometimes 7. When I was in Perryton, I had to be to work by 7, but I wasn't going out there. And that was a lot. Like when we moved to Perryton, Texas, my daughter was 15. So we're talking years and years ago. She's 47 right now. So she'll be turning 48 in August 23rd. So what is today's date? You know, I'm figuring, okay, Friday was the 14th, today's the 16th, June 16th. The month is more than half over. We're right at the middle spot. The way time flies, it won't take long. Anyway, I wanted to do a little update, but really, Dad seems to be doing okay. You know, nobody's great in this place, but he could be a lot worse, so we'll consider it good. I'll show you this room. Okay, this is just a little sitting room. Nice little fireplace over there. So anyway, there's a few rooms like this for people to sit, visit, take turns going in and stuff like that. But I just thought I would get on here and say, hey, I haven't done a lot of videos. You know, I did some videos, but I just didn't like them, and so I just didn't put them up. They can't all be good, can they? Yes, some can be good, but I have to decide what to do. You guys got any comments on what you'd like for me to read? You know, yes, I'm interested in sharing the gospel, people. All the different scriptures, but mostly the ones that you guys don't know about. You know, you people who are members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, if you've been around very long, then you've studied all of them. But, and then those of us who were brought up in the church, and then we went our own way because we had to go and check it out. All those things we could not do. Don't do that. Well, you know we got to. So you grow up and you do good, and you don't go out and explore until, you know, you're out in the world, and then you get a little carried away. Anyway, I was one of those, I guess. I got married at 17. a week after I turned 17. And no, I was not pregnant. Not for the lack of trying, because I did try. We tried to get me pregnant, but it didn't work, okay? It was hard for me to get pregnant. I think I had a tipped uterus. Not that anybody needs to know all that stuff, but it makes it a little bit more difficult to get pregnant because the tip of the uterus is hiding. It's bent and it's hiding from those little baby makers that come in, you know. So I won't talk about that anymore. It doesn't really matter. I do wish I'd have had at least one other child to go with Jessica, but her dad made up for it. Actually, he did not make up for it. He married women who had children, and so my daughter has several stepsisters and brothers. So that's one way. She won't be alone. It just would be nice, you know, that you had one sibling that had full blood with you. You'll be brother and sister or sister and sister forever. You know, and halves are good too. And steps are good. And then those family members that we choose. You know, not the ones we were born to the family, but the ones that become our family. You know what I'm saying? I know you do. Sometimes those are the closest ones. And yes, for now I have hair. I don't know what'll happen with my hair, but my hair is my glory. But the older you get, I can't say that for everybody, but my hair has definitely thinned. And you know, when I say thin, now these days maybe it is thin as to how many hairs I have. However, my hair, when I was younger, one strand of hair was really quite thick. It was thick. But now one strand of hair is not thick. So there's two ways of thinning. You know, your hair itself thins. Each strand thins down. And then maybe your scalp hairs. I don't know. All I know is I want thick, beautiful hair like I used to have. And I guess that's coming. You know, once I get resurrected, I'll have some beautiful, nice hair. One guy that I dated called it a mane, like a horse's mane. I had a beautiful mane. That was a long time ago. Life is just moving on down the road. My heart is in love. So it has this lovely, beautiful feeling. So that much is good, right? To have that feeling, to love and be loved. It's going to be wonderful. And that song keeps playing in my head. I don't know who sings it. I want you, I need you, oh God. Those words are in that song. And he doesn't scream it, but kind of screams it. Because he's talking about the beautiful things that he's got. And he knows that God gave them to him. And he knows that God can take them away. So he's praying that never happens. And I know the feeling. I do know the feeling. I want you, I need you, oh God. Please don't take them away. These beautiful things that he's got, which is love. his mate. So that's what I be striving for, to be with my mate forever. Now you want to make sure that you want to be with them forever though. But there is a way. The power to seal you and your mate and your children for time and all eternity. You can be sealed together. And that's what I would like. Is I want to be together forever. Throughout all eternity. And you think about that. Life doesn't end. I mean, you might have to lay down in that grave, but your spirit has gone on. And then one day, when the millennium comes, when the second coming of Christ happens, there's going to be a whole bunches of people resurrected. It's going to be a wonderful time and a horrible time, depending on who you are. But that the second coming ushers in the millennium, which is our third existence, okay? We had a pre-existence with our Father in heaven and our Mother in heaven. Don't ever forget Mother. You know, he doesn't talk about it. It's not in the scriptures. It might be there somewhere. I'm not sure. But he tries to protect her, okay? Because look what they do about him. Look how they treat his name. Those evil little rebellious children is what they are, because Satan and all of his followers, a third of the host of heaven, they're our brothers and sisters, but you know, they chose against coming here and gaining a body. So, I don't know what will happen to them. You know, they could just be in outer darkness. Or maybe they just won't exist at all after all is said and done. But it just seems to me they would still exist. But then I read something, okay? I'm not quite understanding, and I need to look it up and see what I can find out, because they talk about a first estate and a second estate. No, I'm not sure which one is first, okay? So the first estate, I would think, would be our spiritual selves. And then we came here and gained a body, and so that's our physical selves. Satan and all those who followed him might have, besides first and second estate, it's like it's a death, your existence. So I need to look into that some more, because I made a statement that everybody would be resurrected. And in some ways, I mean, everybody who came here, who chose to come here, should be resurrected, because they had a body, and they're going to get their body back. Well, Satan and his followers did not get a body. Those people that are, they're not people, they're spirits that are whispering in your ear, maybe even yelling in your ear, because maybe they want you so bad and you don't want to go. You need to be careful about all that temptation coming into your mind. You know, the things that they told us in church not to do, they were trying to protect us. I mean, that's what those manuals and things, those lessons are all about, is guidance. It's either guidance or it makes you want to do the wrong things even more. So I don't know. Anyway, here before long they'll be done with Dad and I'll go back in there. But he's doing a lot of sleeping, which is good. It's good for his healing. And they did just give him pain medicine and stuff, so he's going to be sleeping a lot. So I figured I'd come and sit and visit and try to figure out how to watch his TV, but otherwise I've got my iPad, I can watch that. But it does make time go by better if you got something good to watch. And yeah, I guess I could get in there and read scriptures to you too. I just need to set up. Do 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 do. Please don't leave. Love me eternally. Love me forever. Be with me and love me forever. There is a difference between being with somebody forever and them being loved and loving that person. My eternal companion. My sweet love forever. Sounds so good. I just, we get, what's the word? I was going to use the word complacent, but I'm not thinking that's the right word. But you want something so bad, and then when you get it, how do you treat it? Are you able to hold on to it? Are you able to keep the fires burning? And I'm talking about that burning in your heart, that burning in your soul. You have to feed it. You need to nurture it, your love, because it can grow and it can die. We don't want that. Never let it die. Anyway, I know I've talked too long. It's been, 16 minutes, almost 17. So maybe they're done in there. Maybe I can go ahead back. But I guess I can be done with you guys. I don't like to be done. It's weird being in the house by myself. I lived a lot of my life by myself. And it's better to be by yourself than be in a relationship that sucks. Love needs to be there. So anyway, for today, we all need to feel that we're loved, okay? So just know that your father and your mother in heaven loves you. And they're pulling for you. And yeah, the wrath of God. And then there's the love of God, okay? The only reason wrath comes into play is because of people doing horrible things. I mean, I can't believe how some people are. It's probably because they don't know they're loved, huh? They've got some interesting furniture in here. I want you, I need you, oh God. Please don't take away these beautiful things that I've got. Meaning the love of my life. That's another thing. Get yourself all involved in somebody and then you've got to, if it ends, it's heartbreaking. Unless it's a relief. But we're going to hope and pray for wonderful, beautiful things to come. And I wish that for everybody. So, have a heaping helping of love today and every day. And if you can't have your mate, still try to have love. Because there are different kinds of love, right? Love of your person, love of your siblings, love of your parents, love of your children. First really comes your mate, then your children. And then anyway, Happy Father's Day to you fathers out there. And happy Father's Day to you single parents that have been both. I'm going to go check on Papa Bear. They should be done with him by now. And I'll check back in later. Maybe once I settle down and see if there's something I can bless you with. Some jewels of wisdom from the scriptures. You know, I told you guys in the very beginning of this channel, I've got to go back to my early videos. What did I tell them? Oh, I read you guys a scripture out of, it was in the Pearl of Great Price, and I think in the Book of Moses, but I'm not sure. I read something that was right when I very first started, because I wanted to read you something special out of the scriptures that I liked, okay? And so there was this one in the Pearl of Great Price, and Jesus is explaining that where these two things exist, there's always another one above that. And he was talking about the intelligences, and how you can have one who's very intelligent, but then there's another one who is very intelligent, more than you. And he says, I am the Lord thy God, and I am more intelligent than they all. Or them all, whichever way he said it, one of those two words. And I just found that really funny. I found that Jesus has a great sense of humor, because he is the Lord our God, people. And when you read some of those scriptures that I've been reading, it tells you pretty plain and simple. And what is it? I'm not sure if it's Emmanuel, that means God with us. Jesus Christ came down here to be with us and to teach us and to give us. Okay, Dad. Okay, good deal, Nathan. Thank you. Okay, I was asking for an extension. So here's the deal. If you want to talk to Dad and you're trying to call down here and ask for room 28, well, guess what? If you're not talking to a person, you're not getting him. You know, I was calling the number, and then it says, if you know the extension, put it in. Well, I thought the extension would be 28 for his room. No, it's not. It's got 5 digits to it, and 28 is the 3rd and 4th digit. So, I want you, I need you, oh God. Please don't take away these beautiful things that I've got. You enjoy what you've got, appreciate what you've got, treat your love the way you should. Respect. Interest in what they think, and yourself, of course, but you know, your guy, your woman should be your best friend. The rest of the world needs to fade away in comparison. Hi. So, I'm just giving lots of advice. And I think I will go check on my Papa Bear and see if they're done. I will just say I love you, all of you. And God loves you too. Take care.